Welcome to Travel Talk with the Geddings. I'm David with Dapper Dreams Travel, your trusted travel advisors. Each episode, we'll dive into the world of stress-free vacations, from luxury all-inclusive resorts to breathtaking cruises and once-in-a-lifetime adventures. Whether you're dreaming of sandy beaches, scenic rivers, or castles and beyond, we'll guide you every step of the way. So grab your passports, sit back, and let's talk travel. Hello and welcome to Travel Talk with the Geddings. This is your travel advisor David, and we are so glad you decided to join us today. Are you ready to step into a wonderful world as we cruise through the heart of Europe during the most festive time of the year? Stroll through charming Christmas markets where twinkling lights, handcrafted treasures, and the most irresistible aroma of seasonal delights create an enticing and enchanting holiday atmosphere. Have we got an opportunity for you? Today we're going to discuss an itinerary that we are hosting that's perfect for couples, friends, solo travelers, and anyone who wants to combine luxury travel with an immersive Christmas experience. If you know us, you know we love Christmas. So when you think of river cruising and sailing with AmaWaterways, what type of things come to mind for you? Luxury, comfort, good food, peaceful rivers, little quaint towns? Absolutely. One of the things that we are really wanting to focus our travel on is river cruises. River cruises, we like doing it all, but we specifically have fallen in love with river cruises. We reached out to AmaWaterways recently and said, you know what? We want to do something special. We love Christmas. We love cruising. So guess what? We are going to travel in 2027 around Christmas time to tour many of the European Christmas markets along the Rhine River. So we have this exclusive opportunity for folks. We've secured a special group price with a group pricing on board. We're going to board AmaWaterways for a Christmas-themed river cruise that will sail from December 4th to December 11th of 2027 aboard the brand new AmaSofia. That's right, we are 2 years away from that because these river cruise ships are so small, they only hold about 150 to 160 people, and once bookings become available, they go fast. And because the Christmas market season is only 6 weeks available, we need to jump on this fast. And for the best part of this, we're going to be there right with you. This is a bucket list trip for us as well. So we thought, what the heck, let's bring some of our friends and colleagues and clients with us to experience this amazing adventure together. We wanted to do something around Christmas because we have a lot of friends that will connect with this and join us as well. This itinerary is really a true celebration of Christmas. It's perfect for anybody who likes the Christmas season and tour numerous European Christmas markets along the Rhine River from Switzerland to Germany to France and to end in Netherlands. Some of the towns we'll visit are Basel, Switzerland, and Breisach. I'm sure I'm going to butcher some of these names, so bear with me. Colmar, Strasbourg, Ludwigshafen, Heidelberg, and Rudesheim, and Dusseldorf, and Cologne, and Utrecht, and we're going to wrap up in Amsterdam. I got that one. I didn't mess that one up. So we're going to have a lot of excursions centered around the theme of Christmas. We may even get some snow. December in the upper Europe, we might just get it. And there are some other things too. We're going to have experts with us, and our group is actually going to have some special onboard activities focused around the Christmas holiday season. There's going to be onboard activities and special dinners. We will also dine at what's called the special chef's table on board. That's where we will all sit with the chef one evening, and he will fix us a meal that's focused on that region's dietary and culinary experiences. And amongst all of this, you're going to have the relaxed boutique onboard experience. In our study of AmaWaterways and choosing the perfect cruise line for this, they use the term relaxed boutique onboard experience. We think that nails it because it's not stuffy, but feels like you're in a boutique hotel. It's just really, really cool. And for this cruise, if you want to, you can extend it in several ways. There's a pre-cruise option. That's a 4-night stay in Switzerland. So we're talking about 2 nights in Zurich and 2 nights in Lake Lucerne, where we'll experience other Christmas markets to get to meet our cruise manager, who will be with us prior to the cruise itself. Jennifer and I have chosen to do this on the front end of our cruise to make the trip worth it. But it also helps us get rid of that unnecessary jet lag out of our systems before boarding the AmaSofia. So this would have us coming in on November 30th, 2027, and experiencing this until we board the AmaSofia on December 4th, 2027. So you can also do 2 nights post-cruise in Amsterdam if you like. That way, when we go to debark the AmaSofia on December 11th, you can stick around another couple of days in Amsterdam, and that would have you coming back home around December 13th, 2027. You can do one of these, you can do both of these, or you can just do the cruise itself. It's completely up to you. But you got to do the cruise, of course. All right, so let's talk about where the cruise again. So December 4th through the 11th, 2027, that's right, we're 2 years away from that because it fills up fast and we need a lot of time to pay this off because it is a luxury experience, and with that becomes a heavy price tag. But wait till I can tell you what's all included in this price tag. This is so much better than an ocean cruise where you get nickeled and dimed for drink packages and food and excursions and all of that such. It's all included in this price. So we're going to be on the AmaSofia. The AmaSofia actually isn't even finished being built yet. It's actually scheduled to start sailing in March in 2026. So it'll have a little wear on it whenever we get it, about 1.5 years worth of usage, but it's still going to be immaculate and be a brand new, beautiful ship for us. So it's a 7-night cruise. We're going to start in Basel, Switzerland, and we're going to sail to Amsterdam, Netherlands. We'll fly into Zurich, Switzerland, fly out of Amsterdam, Netherlands, whenever we fly back home. We'll make our way to either Basel or Zurich if you decide to do the pre-cruise land add-on. There are several different options, and if you're coming with us, if you're part of this group, we're going to help you plan all of this. We've had this plan in our minds for over 1 year now, and so we're just getting cut loose from AmaWaterways to allow us to start booking these, so we're really excited. So let's talk about this specific cruise. You're going to be exploring the stunning Rhine River with excursions through charming little towns, iconic Christmas markets, and see historical landmarks. So let's talk about how this sailing is going to go. So on our first day of the cruise, we're going to be in Basel, settling in as we discussed. First thing we're going to do is have a welcome reception where everybody's going to raise a glass of their favorite bubbly and beverage and meet the crew and learn more and more about our cruise over the next 7 nights. Day 2, we're in Brishach. You're going to do a Colmar walking tour and Christmas markets, or you can do a Brishach wine country bike tour. So right there, that's a first full day of great excursions. The third day, we're going to be in Strasbourg, France. They are known as the Christmas market capital of the world. It's so amazing, so beautiful. There's over a dozen Christmas markets just in this town alone. This is home to the famous Christmas markets. Everybody used this as the poster child for their Christmas markets. Here, some of the opportunities for excursions we'll have is the Strasbourg, the Gem of Alais City Tour and Christmas markets, or the Gem of the Alais Late Starter Tour if you want to sleep in a little later. Or we can do the Strasbourg Bike Tour, Baden-Baden Walking Tour, and some other Christmas markets. You have so many things you can do at each day, and there's so many excursions you can take part in. So on to day 4. We're heading off to Ludwigshafen. I think I got that right for you, so bear with me if it's not. Here we have the opportunity to visit romantic Heidelberg. Jennifer and I visited Heidelberg before, and it is just such an amazing town and village. beautiful castles and everything. So here we're going to be able to do the romantic Heidelberg excursion and Christmas markets, or we can do the medieval spire walking tour and Christmas markets, or Heidelberg's Philosopher's Path hike, or the Ladenburg bike tour. All right, are you tired yet? I hope not, because we're only about halfway through this Christmas market tour. So on day 5, we're headed to Rudolph. Rudolph is home to the most amazing coffee. So if you're a coffee drinker, unlike Jennifer and I, you got to qualify this for us when we get there and tell us just how amazing it is compared to any other coffee. Here we can experience Siegfried's mechanical music cabinet and Christmas markets, or we can do a vineyard hike, or we can do a guided bike tour of Rettinga. Or finally, we can do a Siegfried mechanical music cabinet and a gondola ride throughout the town. We will also visit Leystein, where you can check out a unique Leinik castle visit. That's a lot to do in one day there, so bear with us. I hope you brought your walking shoes. We have so many options on day 5 to choose from. Remember, AmaWaterways includes all of these excursions in your price. There's no nickel and diming you here. Everything I've mentioned so far is included in your cruise fare. So your choice is just picking which excursion you want to do. There are always at least 3 different excursions in every stop we make. None of what I'm talking about today is extra. These are all included. I just want to repeat that again for you in case you missed that. So if you would rather go on a city walking tour, or if you'd rather do a bike tour, or if you'd just like to go on your own into the city and check out Christmas market tours on your own, you have that prerogative. It's up to you. So, went off on a little tangent there, but I just want to reiterate that all of this is included for you. You just got to choose what you want to do. So on to day 6, we're going to be in Dusseldorf. Here you can do the Dusseldorf walking tour and Christmas market. You can do a guided bike tour of Dusseldorf, or a free morning Cologne walking tour and Christmas markets. Not the perfume, Cologne the city, doing walking tours and Christmas markets there. That, compared to Strasbourg, may be the second most amazing place for Christmas markets. And you also have some free time in Dusseldorf to just check out Christmas markets on your own. Finally, for day 7, we're going to pull into Utrecht, which is just outside of Amsterdam. But before we get to Amsterdam, we're going to have the opportunity to do a Utrecht walking tour, or if you're up for it, you can do a Utrecht beer tasting. And then we're going to end up in Amsterdam later that day, where we will be all doing an Amsterdam canal cruise. Or if you don't want to do that, if you want to do a taste of Amsterdam, we'll stay on board that evening as well in Amsterdam, and then get up the next morning and do some more excursions in Amsterdam before we are whisked off to end our cruise, which will put us on December 11th before we head back home. Hopefully you can tell in the tone of my voice how excited I am about this trip. It almost brings tears to my eyes, the excitement of this trip. You're going to get an amazing taste of European Christmas culture. You're going to get to understand and appreciate how special this time of year is to them. And you can bring back some Glühwein mugs and other souvenirs to remember your trip. So make sure you save some room in your bags, because you're going to bring back some amazing souvenirs. I am so excited for this itinerary we have to offer them. When I think of river cruising, visiting Christmas markets in December, in the holiday season, and the potential to do all of this experience in snow, wow, what an amazing trip this is going to be. What a dream come true. We'll visit these small towns and really begin immersing ourselves in the Christmas season. So when we come back, we're ready to start decorating and setting up our houses for that holiday season. Many of you may not be familiar with river cruising. So compared to ocean cruising, when people talk about European river cruising, they're usually talking about the Rhine or the Danube. Since this will be a first river cruise for many of you, we hope you will appreciate the smallness of this ship. With only 150 to 160 guests, that you will come back and talk to your friends about this amazing river cruising experience and help them experience the new world for themselves. It's not just Christmas markets. They have tulip cruises, they have beer cruises, they have wine cruises, they have music cruises. They have all kinds of themes that you can do on the river cruising. So it's just not about cruising the rivers, seeing castles and amazing destinations. Yes, that's fabulous, but you can also tie it to a theme as you wish to. And remember, one of the hallmarks of AmaWaterways during this whole thing is that the food is going to change as we move down the rivers. So you're going to be able to experience that culture and immerse yourself in the culinary and cultural aspects of each region. Once again, can you tell how excited I am? So I want to talk about pricing because I mentioned earlier this is a luxury cruise and is far more than an ocean river cruise experience. So let's talk about the opportunities. So I want to talk about the optional land packages and how you can extend your journey. Remember, our cruise manager is going to be with us during the pre and post cruise experience as well. This isn't like when you go into town a day before your ocean cruise just to make sure you get to the cruise. This is a whole other immersive experience beyond the cruise. So you're not just paying for a hotel. You're paying for tours, excursions, and all of that included. So this trip is curated a pre-cruise experience in Switzerland. It's going to be 4 nights total before we get on the ship. So we're going to spend the first 2 nights in Zurich after we land. We'll check into our hotel and we'll have a welcome reception and meet our cruise manager. He or she is going to take us through Switzerland over the next 4 days. So while in Zurich, we will do a city tour and visit the Christmas markets to get us in the festive spirit before we even board the AmaSofia. The next day, we'll migrate over to Lake Lucerne for 2 more nights. And there we'll take a scenic Lake Lucerne cruise from Witzenau to Lucerne. We will then do a Lucerne walking tour to learn all about that city and take in their Christmas markets. Finally, before we board the AmaSofia, we'll do a Lake Lucerne to Basel transfer and Basel city tour and Christmas markets. We should be good and ready for our Christmas markets river cruise by then. Doesn't this sound like a fabulous way to extend and start our trip? This gets us in the festive mood and helps us fight off a little of that jet lag before we get on the ship. Now, after the cruise, if you're still wanting to take in more immersiveness, you can extend your stay 2 more nights and stay longer in Amsterdam. Here you can spend a few more days experiencing all that Amsterdam has to offer before flying back home. All of these land packages include luxury hotels, guided excursion, breakfast transfers, and like I said, you've got your cruise manager there throughout the entire trip to make sure that you're good to go. He or she is going to take care of you the entire way. And if you're on the pre-cruise with us, we're going to be there experiencing that amazing time with you. All right, so let's talk about some pricing so you know what you have when it comes to joining us on this cruise. So from now until the end of September, which is only about a month away at the time of this recording, but through the end of September, we can take advantage of a really good deal. AmaWaterways is offering us an early booking incentive of $1,000 per person. We're also going to get a $250 off group discount for being a part of our group. So that's $1,250 off per person or $2,500 off per couple to get on this cruise. That's a heck of a savings. But this all goes away at the end of September 2025. After that, we have to book you at the regular rate. So we need you to get connected and get engaged on this before September 30th. So just as an aside, if you want more details about this particular experience, you can go to geddingstravel.com/2027 Christmas Markets with an S. And that'll have all the pricing, all the itineraries, the ship layout, more about the ship, everything you want to know about it. You can check it out right there. So now that we've told you about the discounts, let's tell you about how the pricing looks for this. So if you look at a category A or B, this is going to have a twin balcony stateroom. AmaWaterways is the only one that does this. Between the differences of an A and B is just how much square footage is in the room. Both categories have the twin stateroom balcony. So what is a twin stateroom balcony, you say? Glad you asked. So you're going to have an open balcony, similar to what you would have on an ocean cruise if you picked a balcony or veranda room. But you're also going to have a French balcony, which has doors that open wide, but you have a railing there. So you don't have to get out inside the elements. Say it's snowing or really cold one day when we're cruising down the river. You have that opportunity. You can just open the doors, sit there in your lounge chair, and drink a beverage or some coffee, and just watch the ocean go, or watch the river go by. Sorry, I got ocean on the brain there. So these category A and B rooms, like I said, they're both the same twin balcony setup, just different square footage. So the category A stateroom is going to start at $6,048 per person with the discount included. If you book after September 30th, that's going to go up $1,250 per person. For a category B stateroom, just the smaller footprint twin balcony, you're looking at $5,648 with the discount. Now, if you want to step down to the next level, a category C stateroom, it has just that French balcony that I just described. So no open balcony for being outside. So if you know you're not going to be outside a lot in the elements and stuff, you may want to look at this category C area. Just bear in mind that all the category C rooms are towards the back of the ship, so you may have some vibrations or motor noise as we're cruising down the river at night. This is still a lovely type of stateroom, and it gives you that open air experience, but not having to be out in the brisk air. These rooms, this category C stateroom style with the French balcony, starts at $4,648 per person with our discount. Again, after September 30th, that goes up $1,500 or $1,250 per person. So we do have some category D and E staterooms. They are in the what I'd like to call the basement of the ship. You have a window in the room, but it's an elevated window at the top because these rooms are pretty much below the water line. So that window at the top of your room is at the water level. So you're not going to be able to see much of anything out there. That's why these rooms have a much more reduced rate. That window is just giving you a little natural light to help with claustrophobia, but I would not recommend these types of rooms if you can help it. With this amazing journey, you will want to be able to see and experience everything this cruise has to offer. But if you do have a budget-conscious mindset, these types of rooms start at $3,449 per person with the discounted rate. So after September 30th, I just want to reiterate, you're going to bump that room up $1,250 per person to take advantage of this stateroom. Also, because of these lower price staterooms, they don't have many of these. There's only about 5 or 6 of these rooms on the ship. So they will be few and far between. And again, we typically do not recommend you pick these rooms because they are not preferred for this type of cruise. So there are all the very good prices that we have for this cruise. They include everything. Remember, your cruise, your food, your beverages, your excursions, your transfers. And again, you've heard how all-inclusive it is. There you go. You've got all of that for that price. You just pick which category stateroom you want to go in. All we have to do is add travel protection to protect this investment and add our international flights, and this will be done at about 11 months out. These are the only 2 additional charges we're going to have to add to our journey to make this experience happen. We obviously have to have flights to get over to Switzerland and get us back home from Amsterdam, but we can't plan those this far out. So we can't price any of that out. So at 11 months out, so we're looking at early 2027, that's when we'll start adding all our flights to this trip. And we'll be able to add those pricing into your booking, and you just have to have it all paid off 90 days before our sailing. We are really, really excited about this pricing. This is really good because we got in at the beginning of the cruise booking season. So we got preferential pricing for this compared to somebody that's booking a individual booking for this cruise, or someone that sets up a group rate later on in the year or early next year, if there's even rooms available. Now, let's talk about the pricing for the pre- and post-cruise options. We covered the 4 nights in Switzerland, which is our pre-cruise option. That's going to be an additional $2,160 per person. It's just an economical sense for you to do that, to get you on destination before our cruise, so you're not just walking on the ship. You're getting immersed in that Christmas culture beforehand, helping you work off some of that jet lag and experience Switzerland at Christmas. Again, that's $2,160 per person that's added to your room rate to add for these 4 nights. Now, if you want to do the additional 2 nights in Amsterdam post-cruise, we're looking at $1,060 per person to add that on. Jennifer and I are not doing the post-cruise, so as soon as we debark on December 11th, we'll be flying back to the States. But if you have the time, the budget, and want to experience more of Amsterdam, you just add that $1,060 per person onto your cruise, and you can stick it out for a couple of more days in Amsterdam and experience everything Amsterdam has to do for you. And again, we can do one of these, we can do both of these, or you can just take advantage of the cruise. It's all up to you. It's really a mix and match setup for you. We want to give you all the options possible for this experience. We're going to help you along the way when it comes to planning out this cruise, when it comes to planning out travel, when it comes to planning out travel protection, when it comes to planning out your flights. We are really what's going to be the best for you as far as your staterooms. You pick the staterooms, we'll add all the rest. So what does it take to get on board? A $400 deposit is what's required per person. So that's $800 a couple to get you on board. Then you have until September 5th, 2027 to have this paid off. That's 2 years to have the remaining balance paid off on this trip. So you want to take advantage of these savings by the end of September 2025 to apply for this, because that's a substantial discount at $2,500 per couple. So how are we going to get you on board? Let's talk about it. It's very easy. What we want you to do is reach out to us at geddingstravel.com/2027 Christmas Markets and click on the green register button. They're all over the page, so you can't miss them. Just click one. They all take you to the same place. We'll ask you, it'll provide you a form there to gather some necessary information for you, and we'll reach out to discuss your trip further, like what stateroom you want, discuss the various staterooms to help you decide if you can't decide, discuss the pre- and post-cruises, and then discuss what your potential cost for your travel insurance is going to be. Again, we can't discuss flights yet because it's too far out. And we'll all gather together in early 2027 to start putting together our flight so that many of us can fly together. From there, we'll reach out to AmaWaterways and get you the best room available for the category you've chosen. And then you are on board. You are with us. You're set up. We'll have until early September 2027. I think it's September 5th, 2027. That's right, 2 years from now to have this trip fully paid off. We are so excited to work with you on this. We hope you will join us. We hope you can buy in on this excitement that Jennifer and I have for this trip. We hope you're excited about this trip and you want to travel with us and experience this Christmas themed cruise in 2027. All right, so there you go. I probably talked way too fast for that. I was super excited about this. I hope you are excited about this, and I hope we got you excited about this and want you to join us for this trip. This is something we've wanted to do for a long time. We love traveling with a small group, and we think this is going to be the right way to do this and experience this. You can obviously fly over to Europe and do this point to point as yourself, but I just think sailing down the Rhine River and experiencing a different city and each day will just be the most amazing experience we can do together. We would love to have a group of our listeners with us experiencing this European Christmas market. A group of our listeners that want to really immerse themselves in the culture of Christmas from a European perspective. You know, Jennifer and I love Christmas. We love decorating. We just love this time of season. So come along with us. Let's do this. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's have an awesome start to our Christmas 2027 holiday season. I'm so excited for you. I hope you will enjoy this trip with us. Reach out to us today, or at least by the end of September 2025, and get on board with us. Well, that's the episode for today. Hope you can join us in this exciting adventure. I'm going to go drink some sweet tea now and rest because I'm calm down my excitement for this. So, if you're ready to explore the world, reach out and let's plan that perfect destination. We're just a click or call away. Visit us at geddingstravel.com. Thanks for joining us today on Travel Talk with the Geddings. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed our show, please leave a review. It really helps other travelers find our podcast and get engaged as well. So until next time, may your next getaway be as dapper as your dreams.